Hey guys, so I come to bring you guys this tutorial showing you how to achieve this entire look from my brows, my eyeshadow, foundation, blush, lipstick, the whole nine is in this video. My routine is not the same on a daily basis or whenever I do wear makeup. It changes every single day, I promise you, because there are times my brows turn out differently or I use a different foundation. But this kind of give you guys just a gist of what goes on when I apply my makeup. And what I wanted to do with this particular video was use more drugstore brand products so that if you guys are interested in this look and achieving this look, you can actually go and pick up these very inexpensive products to achieve this look. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I do welcome all feedback and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye. Hi guys, this is going to be a brow tutorial. I'm going to start by using 4 products. My first product I'm going to be using is a primer. This is one by Ruby Kisses. I'm going to use my autograph pencil by Kat Von D. This is Immortal Love, which is a dark brown. Then I have a brow powder, and then I have my concealer. So I'm going to get started by priming my eyebrows. And I don't brush them up like with a spoolie or anything like that. As you guys can tell, my brows are like really thin. They don't grow in because I I arched them for years. So this is the product of arching your brows for years. And what I'm going to do is just rub that in. I'm going to take my pencil . Okay, so it's going to look a little messy. What I'm going to do is take an angled brush, and this is an old brush by EcoTools, and I'm going to just go ahead and smooth out that color so it won't look so harsh. I'm going to take my pencil again Need to sharpen it. And don't worry about it if it's not perfect. Because you'll clean it up later. So you're just going to smooth out any harsh lines. And the reason I use a primer for my eyebrows is because I sweat in my eyebrows. And when I do my eyebrows without a primer, it seems to run. So I'm going to take my powder and I'm just going to set that pencil. And what I'm doing here is just giving my eyebrows like a gradient effect to where it just kind of fade to like a lighter, as your natural brows would at some point. Okay, so I know that's a mess, but just bear with me. So I'm going to take my concealer, and this is just an angled brush by e.l.f. And this is my MAC NC45 Studio Finish. Okay, so what I'm going to do is do this brow over, and I'm going to go ahead, because I see the mistake that I made. This is the brow that I always do perfect for me, but this brow over here, I have the hardest time working with. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to correct this brow and come back and clean up this brow again so you guys can see it. Okay guys, so I'm back, and what I'm going to do, as you can see, I went ahead and I redid this brow here. So what I'm going to do is take my NC45 concealer, and I'm going to clean up this brow. I know they say your brows are not to be identical but be sisters, and that's definitely the case with my eyebrows because I have to work on this left one all the time, like all the time. Okay, so that's how I do my brows, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Bye. Hey guys, so I am back. I am going to show you guys how to do a simple, basic, neutral eye for the daytime, and then we're going to take that daytime look and go into the nighttime. And the palette that I'm going to be using to create this palette is a Wet n Wild palette, and it's Sparkle to Morning. I have Comfort Zone, and I think I'm actually going to use that one because it's more accessible than the Sparkle to Morning. They don't actually carry these in the store, and you have to order those. So give me a minute and I'll get that. 1 second. didn't want to stop the video, sorry. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take Comfort Zone, and you can pick this up at a Walgreens or CVS. This is a basic Wet n Wild palette that costs like $4.99. And whenever Walgreens or CVS have their sale, you can buy one and get the other one half off. So we're going to get started, and what I'm going to do is prime my eyelids with the Ruby Kisses primer. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow primers. It works really well. And what I'm going to do is just take that over my entire lid up into, and then I'm going to put underneath. And I think what I'm going to do is pick up my mirror so I can see what I'm doing, because I don't have on any contacts right now. So what we're going to do is just take our finger and you would use an eyeshadow primer so that your eyeshadow will not crease, and it would stick, and it's not going to look all washed out, because you do have some eyeshadows that are less pigmented, and if you don't put on a primer with it, what it's going to do, it's going to crease, and then your eyelids are going to get oily. So you're going to see, whenever your eyeshadow crease, you're going to see it basically fade away, but in the crease of your eye, you're going to see remnants of where the eyeshadow was. So that's why you use an eyeshadow primer, is to make sure that your eyeshadows are going to stick, they're not going to crease. So what I'm going to do, I've primed my lid, so what I'm going to do is take a base, and I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow, and this is called Bottomless Java. I love these bases, and you can use them for eyeshadows, but if you're going to use it for an eyeshadow, I still suggest you put on a primer before putting this on by itself. So what I'm going to do, and I'm trying to use drugstore stuff so that you guys will know where to go and purchase this. And these can be found at CVS and Walgreens as well. Catch them when they're on sale, buy one, get the other one half off. Or if there's some extra care bucks attached to it. So I'm going to use an e.l.f. Professional eyeshadow brush. This is a dollar eyeshadow brush from Target or your local dollar store. And now Walgreens are carrying e.l.f. products. So I'm just going to tap that onto the brush. And what I'm going to do is pat this onto my eyelid. And I'm going to pat it on into my crease area. I'm sorry, up to my crease area. There. And one other product that I love for bases as well is the Maybelline Color Tattoos. But the Infallibles by L'Oreal are my favorite. And don't worry if it goes above your crease area, because I actually like putting my color above, but we're going to buff that out. Okay, so that's going to be our base for our eyeshadow. Okay, so we're going to take the Comfort Zone palette, And I'm going to take this color right here, which is a champagne color. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the same brush that I used with the base, and I'm going to tap this onto the brush like that, and just tap off any excess. And we're going to pat that on the lid. And take a little more. And we're going to leave a third of the eyelid not touched with the eyeshadow. And you can build this on as to if you want more color, more shimmer, however. So what we're going to do now is take just, and this is my favorite brush, but this is a crease brush. So what I'm going to do is go into, just trying to see more of a matte color. Give me one second. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take my crease brush, and I'm going to take my Vanity palette, and this is another Wet n Wild palette, and this used to be very hard to find, but now you can find this on eBay, you can find it on Amazon, you can find this at Dollar General, and that's where I got these. So they're not as hard to find as they used to be. So what I'm going to take is this color right here. And it's just going to be the color that I'm going to use to blend out those harsh edges. And we're using it just to blend. Take a little more of that color. Only use it to blend. Okay, so now we're going to take the same brush, and what I'm going to do is just wipe it off on a towel, and we're going to go ahead and use and finish up the 1/3 of our eye that we left open. And I'm going to take the darker color right here underneath our lid color. We're going to take that. Okay, so I'm going to take this color right here. Take our brush. Okay, so now this is going to be our daytime look, so just remember that. So what I'm going to do is take my brown pencil that I did my brows with, put that underneath my eye. Okay. We're going to take our Maybelline Line Stiletto eyeliner and line our lashes. And I'm almost out of this, so I have to buy another one because this is my favorite eyeliner. And I'm not doing this dramatic because this is our daytime look. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Mega Plump Mascara, and you can purchase this at CVS or Walgreens as well. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is take the same brush that I did with my brows, and I'm going to take this dark color right here that we use on the outer 1/3 of our eye, and what I'm going to do is put that underneath Okay, I'm going to take just a brush like this, and I'm going to tap it into this first color right there, just a little, and I think I got too much. We're going to put that in the tear duct area. Okay. Now for our brow highlight, we're going to use the same color, and I'm going to use, I'm going to use the same brush I used with the other ones, and what I'm going to do is just wipe this on the back of my hand like this, just to get some of the color off, like that. And I'm going to take the same color, I'm going to tap it into there. And if you get too much on, like I just did, just take a brush that doesn't have much of anything on it and just brush it off. Like that. And that's pretty much it for our daytime eyes. We're going to turn this now into a nighttime eye as well, and then we'll move forward with the rest of our face. So I'm going to take this same crease brush and the same palette, and as you guys notice, I'm working on this side right here. So we're going to take this definer color, which is still right there, and I'm going to smush it in to there. And we're going to define our outer crease, our V area. And you want to concentrate, I can do this, concentrate more of the color there and then just work it out. And just blend. I'm going to take a brush that doesn't have any product on it, and we're going to blend. We're going to take the same color with the same angled brush, and we're going to smoke our eye. Now this can also be a daytime smoky as well. So what I'm going to do is go back in with my mascara and put on another coat. Okay, so guys, that is our eye look, and what I'm going to do is a little more blending there. But this is our daytime turn into nighttime smoky look, or you can use this as a daytime smoky eye as well. And that's it. I cannot change this color and put like something colorful on. I'll have to change the entire look to do that. But this is our eyeshadow look. And so what we're going to do now is move on to foundation. Okay, so I'm back and I'm going to show you how to go ahead and do my concealing and foundation and powder. So we're going to get started, and again I'm using drugstore brand products. So I'm going to start with concealing, like more or less highlighting than anything else. And this is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Concealer, and this color is in medium deep in 678. And I actually got this on clearance at Target probably 5-6 months ago for $2.75, and the original price was $9.19. So what I'm going to do, I know, look like an Indian. And I'm going to take my buffing brush by Real Techniques, and which needs washing, but we're going to use that to blend out the concealer. I just thought of something that I did not tell you guys, that before I started doing all of my makeup, my face was freshly washed, and it was freshly washed and moisturized, and I did not put on a primer on my face. But if I had put on a primer, which you should, just going to put a little more of that on. The drugstore brand primer would have been the NYC or the Rimmel. And honestly, I just forgot to do it. Okay, so next I'm going to do my foundation, and the foundation I'm using is going to be the L'Oreal True Match Lumi mascara, and this color right here is C6. It's called Soft Sable. And what I'm going to do is put this foundation on my brush like that. And so what I'm going to do is and I like to use the same brush. So what I'm going to do is set my concealer that's under my eye area with my Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder and Transparent. And I'm just going to dab it in. Okay, and I'm going to take my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder and Cool, and this is C8 and Cocoa. Okay. Next step is going to be bronzing, blush, and highlighting. Okay, so now that we've done our foundation, let's do, I'm going to do a little bronzing. I'm going to show you what I usually do for this. This is Wet n Wild Princess, and it's color 741A as an apple, Princess. And as you can see, I've hit pan on mine because I absolutely love this. And this is actually, I think, $2.99 or $3.99 at Walgreens or CVS. And you can actually get it when it's buy one, get one, half off. Okay, so I'm going to take my highlighter, which is e.l.f. and it's in color Gotta Glow. Looks like this. And yes, I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to put it down the bridge of my nose and on my forehead. And just for a little color on my cheeks, I'm going to use Milani Baked Blush and Berry Amore. It looks like this. Same brush. Okay, so now that we have brows, eyeshadow, powder, blush, bronzer, highlighter done, we're going to move on to our lips. Okay, so for our lips, we're going to be using actually 3 different products: a lip liner, 2 lipsticks, and a lip gloss. So we're going to start with the liner. Oh, and this liner is a Milani liner, and it's called Fuchsia number 08. Just filled in my lips. And then I'm going to take Wet n Wild 967 in Dollhouse Pink, and it looks like this. This is a Wet n Wild color, so you can buy these for $1.99. On sale, $1.99. Buy one, get one half off. Okay. Now I can leave my lips like this and then just use a lip gloss for that, but I'm going to take it a step further and apply my Maybelline Vivid lipstick and 900, which is Hot Plum, which looks like this. Okay. Then I'm going to take a Maybelline lip gloss in 100, which is called Raspberry Reflections. Color looks like this.